International Podcast Day is September 30th, and you can help spread the word. You may be asking, what can I do to get involved? It's pretty simple. Head over to internationalpodcastday.com and check the suggestions. Then use hashtag International Podcast Day to join the conversation. You can reach out and connect with other podcasters, listeners, and your favorite podcast hosts. Remember September 30th, International Podcast Day, a day-long celebration of the power of podcasts.
This podcast is produced and managed by Kangaroo Fern Media Lab, Australia's independent video and podcast company. We do the podcasting hard bits so you don't have to. We make podcasts easy. Book a call at www.kangaroofern.com. www.kangaroofern.com.
Are you always aiming to be the best in everything? There's nothing wrong with wanting to be the best. But what's most valuable is knowing that you are capable of being the best no matter what. So even if you failed yesterday, missed an opportunity today, or dread tomorrow, knowing you are already doing the work to be the best can make a huge difference on how you view success. You are listening to episode 24 of Wellness Fridays with Coach Joy Karen.
Let's talk well-being and mental health. Whether you're an aspiring coach, content creator, or podcaster, you need to take care of yourself as well. Wellness Friday with Coach Joy Karen.
Hey pod friends, it's me, Joy Karen, your creativity coach. Wellness Friday is a weekly show created for podcasters and content creators in mind. This show aims to talk about creativity, inspiration, and overall well-being so you can keep on doing what you love most. I would like to thank my podcast management group, Nico of Kangaroo Fern Media Lab, and to your amazing team for this platform and for the opportunity to spread the spark of creativity all over. So more and more people will do what they love most as they #sparkle within. I recently watched Hustle, Adam Sandler's movie about a basketball talent scout who stumbled upon a phenomenal star in a street ball in Spain. There was a particular line that I was drawn to. So as Bo Cruz, who was that phenomenal star, was preparing for the NBA Combines, he trained every day for a month. And while he was in the court practicing his shots, he would miss. Of course, he was tired. So Adam Sandler's character there said to him, "I don't care about that shot, but what I care about is the next shot, and the next shot, and the shot after that." Most times we assume that we miss opportunities. We get so caught up with the chances that we pass up, or mostly we feel defeated. And if we failed so badly by not taking that shot, by not being our best during that moment, it's as if we are the failure. We end up punishing ourselves, which doesn't really help us at all. And if there are chances you have missed, or opportunities you have passed up, have you considered the possibility that it was meant to be? And as you might have experienced, missing an opportunity might not and is not the end of the road. It actually created a new possibility. It actually created a new path, a new adventure, all contributing to who you are now. The ball is still in your hands. It is still in your hands because you still have a chance. In the first place, it was never taken away from you. Case in point, if Abraham Lincoln did not take another chance after that many rejections he had in his life, he wouldn't have been president. If J.K. Rowling stopped believing that what she wrote was publish worthy, we won't we might not have Harry Potter now. If Steve Jobs was afraid to take risks, particularly by supporting podcasts on iTunes 17 years ago, podcasting would be very different, and we might not be able to connect through this show. There is always a reason for everything. We might never find out why, but there's a bigger purpose for all things that are happening and is happening and will happen to us. It matters how you perceive every ounce of energy, time, and effort that you put into your work, how much passion and dedication you have given in a particular project, or have you ever experienced how someone thanked you for simply being there, for simply being you? These intangible things matter, pod friends. It counts and it makes all the difference. Simply acknowledging that you are doing the work can help you reframe.
We will be right back.
Are you passionate to help other podcasters? Wanted to connect to growth-minded podcasters and service providers? The Podcast Creators Society is now open for new members. Head over to www.podcastcreatorsociety.com/community. Are you ready to finally start your own podcast? Maybe you already have one, but need a podcast manager to help you level up. We're here for either. Book a call at www.kangaroofern.com, www.kangaroofern.com.
Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. Now, back to the show.
How you view success. That success is not always in the outcome. It is not always at the end of the road. It does not always mean all the cheers of your accolades, all of those validation coming from the outside. Because success, real success, is seen in the process. It is seen in how you are dedicated and committed to making a difference in your own life and in the lives of other people. Success is deeply embedded in the process. Yes, it might seem that success is an outcome because that's what we see, most especially online. But what we rarely see is the success that is hidden in every failure, the success that is hidden in every missed opportunity. Because in all of those rejections is a beautiful redirection. It isn't just about what you have accomplished in life. It is also about what you inspire others to do. And as you celebrate your beautiful redirections, you also inspire others to commit to themselves, to believe in themselves, and to trust the process. To trust that success is in every step. Being the best is something that you naturally do, and the ball has always been in your hands. So, pod friends, even if you missed an opportunity, even if you mess up, even if you feel like an epic failure, the ball is still in your hands. No one has taken that away from you. No one can take that chance away from you unless you let it. That's it for today, pod friends, and I hope this episode sparked inspiration within you. If you'd like to listen to more of Wellness Friday with Coach Joy Karen, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to connect, you can also find me on Facebook. Just search Joy Karen, the Creativity Coach. The conversation doesn't end here, pod friends, because it continues on over at the Podcast Creator Society. You can find the link on the description. On the Podcast Creator Society, you'll be welcomed by a community of podcasters helping out other podcasters in this beautiful platform of sharing and sending our message across. You might be surprised about the support and the help and the guide that you'll be receiving by experienced podcasters in that community. If you're also interested, you can also join us at the Podcast Freelancers Hub, where you can be with service providers who can help you stand out, who can help your podcast be heard and be seen all over the globe. If you feel that this is worth sharing, please do so. It will help us reach more podcasters and content creators who might be needing that spark of creativity, inspiration, and overall well-being. Again, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next week. That will be our last episode for this season. And before that, I would like to thank you for listening from episode 1 to 24. I'm looking forward to how we'll end this season. So before I go, let me remind you to keep on doing what you love most, because that is the secret, so you can hashtag sparkle with it. Bye, pod friends!
Are you ready to finally start your own podcast? Maybe you already have one, but need a podcast manager to help you level up. We're here for either. Book a call at www.kangaroofern.com. www.kangaroofern.com.